Hi, my name is Elyssa Salmon and I'm from Ontario, Canada. I was sent here to Kimathi through an internship program we have in Canada through the Government of Canada called IYIP, International Youth Internship Program. And so the College of the Rockies in British Columbia has sent me here on this internship. I chose Kimathi University for my internship because I wanted to do gender equality work since I have experience back home doing gender work. But also we had 3 other locations that we had the option of going to, and so I wanted to come here to Nyeri because of the proximity to Nairobi, wanting to get a chance to see both parts of the country. Through this exchange, through this internship program, I've learned a lot of different things, mostly in my domain. So having the prior experience working in the GBV sector, gender-based violence sector, in a Canadian context, coming here to Kenya has taught me a lot of different things that I didn't have the opportunity to study or truly understand in a formal setting, like in a lecture, for example. I've learned a lot of different nuances, a lot of cultural specific things, and I think it's enriched my understanding of gender issues. Life at the university, both professionally and socially, has been a little bit different. Mostly in the professional realm, it's been different. Where I come from in Canada, the work pace and the work culture is very rigid, very strict, and very fast-paced. So I've enjoyed being here in Kenya and working in a really different way where it's a lot more slower paced, it's a lot more relaxed, and you get to enjoy your interpersonal relationships with people more. On the social side, I've met a lot of different people who have also taught me a lot of different things that I wouldn't have learned maybe being in Ontario, being in Toronto. And I think just being in Nyeri, which is a smaller community compared to where I live, there's a lot of different things I've learned. Some of the projects that I've been involved in here at the university, there's a lot of different ones. The biggest one that I'm currently working on right now is I'm facilitating data collection, trying to get statistics on gender-based violence and substance use amongst the students here at Kimathi. And some other projects that I've been working on involve some handbooks, such as the SGBV policy handbook and then a student resource handbook. And then there's been other smaller scale projects that I've been involved in, such as some presentations to different groups. Like we have Empowered Me here on campus, and then there's also the ADA club that I've met with and I work with a little bit. I would compare Kimathi and the 2 different institutions I studied at. It's very different. For example, the biggest difference here is the farm. The farm on campus is huge and extensive, and I've never experienced anything like that at any of my universities. The closest thing we had to that at University of Guelph was we have barns for horses and cows, and that's just for the equestrian students and the agricultural students. And then at my college, we had a really small beehive, but nothing to the scale that we have here on campus with the coffee farm and the avocados and the cabbage. Some other things I would say, again with the coffee, would be the coffee lab. Again, something I've never experienced before, and I find it really interesting that the campus grows their coffee and then they process it and then they make different products from that coffee. So that's been the thing that stuck with me the most while being on campus, because it was one of the first things that I got to see while I was here. Some of the outstanding things I've seen, I think again, it's the farm. The fact that the farm feeds all the students here, and then they also sell some of their goods here on certain days. I think that's really outstanding because it shows sustainability. It shows how the whole community can be involved. The whole campus community is involved in the greater Nyeri community. And I think that sustainability is really important. Some of the things that I thought that could have been done better. I'm only halfway through my internship here so far, so I don't have too much to say right now, but the only thing I would recommend is making more samosas in the morning because I never get the chance to get the samosas. Have I gotten the chance to get to know my environment? Since I've been here for about 3 months now, I don't think I've seen all of Neri town, but I've eaten at a few different places around town. I go to the markets to get my fruits and vegetables. I've tried all the different grocery stores just to compare to see what I can get. I would recommend Kimathi University to any Canadian who wanted to do an internship in Kenya because there's a lot of good things about this university. The first thing for me being with College of the Rockies is that there's that long-standing relationship between College of the Rockies and Kimathi. So the onboarding process and getting into your role is really seamless because that history is there, and the international office does different things to keep us engaged. Like over the vacation time, there was a list of different activities. Also, if there's something you want to do, you can ask them and they can refer you to different things around Nyeri within Kenya that you can do as an international in Kenya. And also the proximity to Nairobi, I think, is ideal because you get to go to Nairobi just for the day without having to make large plans and huge commitments, and you get to see what Nairobi has to offer.